Long ago, China's vast landmass was ruled by successive powerful dynasties. Out of all empires from the classical period, there were none more fitting for the title of the greatest than the Qing dynasty. Engaging in bountiful conquest in the 17th century and claiming Taiwan and the Mongolian steppe, as well as serving as an example of innovation, the Qing dynasty undoubtedly pioneered modern philosophy and technology into what it is today. In this presentation, you will experience the intricate bureaucracy of the Qing government, its thriving economy, and aspects of traditional Chinese culture. We decided that
The Smack.
east empire out of all the empires in the classical period was the Qing dynasty. The Qing dynasty was established in 1644 by the foreign Manchurian people. They were able to create a wealthy and powerful empire because of their Confucius philosophy and the empire's emphasis on unification and the enforcement of ruling legitimacy.
The examination system. Male citizens studied hard for the Chinese civil examination system. If they passed, they were able to become bureaucratic officials who were admitted into the government. Like many other structures of the empire, this system was based on Confucian philosophy. The fact that people were able to become officials through their own hard work and education versus family or political ties resulted from the influence of Confucianism. There is a common saying originating from the Qing dynasty, which says that every black-haired son of Han wears a Confucian cap, Taoist robe, and Buddhist sandals. This shows the influence that Confucianism and other philosophical sects had on China, where it is seen that every Chinese person went through life making decisions with this Confucian thinking cap.
This painting by
Chen Hongshao.
shows the importance of scholars during this period. You can see a table with brushes and inkwells for painting and calligraphy, as well as a background of mountains, rocks, bamboo, and a crane, which shows the Chinese respect and admiration for their environment and nature. Compared to forms of government in Europe where the church was tied very closely with the state, having this examination system meant that the Qing dynasty's government did not experience as much corruption from religious influences.
The judicial branch of their government was also based on Confucian legalism. Confucianism's values were important to all members of the Qing dynasty and held their society together. Because of this connection, obeying the law of state was seen as an obligation because of moral incentives. Conquest and unity. As mentioned before, the Qing dynasty was of foreign origin. The fact that the foreign Manchurians were able to take over the region, establish a new dynasty, and become the most prosperous empire in the classical period is downright smacky.
In order to assert their control and popularity, the Qing government allowed members of vassal states and tribes to go through the processes of the examination system and possibly join elite ranks of society. This strengthened their allegiances with the people and increased a stronger, widespread culture throughout the empire. During this time period, there was also an emphasis on the four arts, which included Chinese painting, calligraphy, playing the seven-stringed guqin instrument, and playing the strategic board game of Go. Literature and poetry also flourished
All
during this
things
period.
considered, the Qing dynasty was the best empire due to its cultural and innovative achievement. With efficient utilizations of the examination system which protected the government from corruption by reintroducing a merit-based bureaucracy and establishing cultural identity and unity with a solid structure around Confucianism and the arts.
These disciplines became important parts of the Chinese cultural identity for the entire empire. This appreciation of education and the arts as a way of establishing a sense of pride and heritage for the Qing dynasty was extremely smacky.